and welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. I'm Erin, and my husband and I are on a debt-free journey using a Budget Mom and Dave Ramsey inspired zero-based budget approach. Today is a Budget with Me day, and this is going to be for the month of February. As always, chapters are in the progress bar and timestamps are in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Now, let's get started. January seems to have just flown by. I really don't know where all of the time went. They say time flies when you're having fun, and maybe that's kind of a part of it. Or, you know, that's days go by quick these days. So starting the general layout for February, don't have everything filled in yet. Just want to point out a couple things. We're going to have 4 paychecks, or 4 weeks of pay this month. And then in addition, I'm doing 5 saving challenges. So 2 of them are from the Budget Mom, her 2021 challenges, one of which being the favorite show, which I will contribute $10 per week or $40, and one based on the number of letters in your last name. I have a bit of a longer last name, so that is going to be $180. I will continue to round up. I will continue to keep my spare change, and I will continue to keep all of our $5 notes that come our way. Looking at February, back to a bit more normal, so to speak, for us, in that normal number of weeks. Instead of that 5th additional week just really kind of makes things wonky, but I'm getting the hang of it. Heading into February, we've got a few large one-off expenses that are coming out, and that's going to be reflected in this other amount. But anticipated income, so for me, $6,444. And anticipated for my husband, $4,116. The child, the usual $200, though that might be changing. He's been called back for a couple interviews, so his job searches are going pretty well. And then other is going to be $2,000. And this is money that's going to be transferred from a sinking fund. And so whenever I transfer money from a sinking fund, or if I have a gift card, anything like that, I treat it as additional income because we've already budgeted for it. So that's going to give us a total income this month of $12,760. Now we did change up where our credit card is calling home, and there has been a change in the interest rate, and there has also been a drop in the monthly payment. But we're going to go ahead and actually just keep it the same because we were used to it. So $273 is going to be our base. To our loan this month, we will pay $1,096. Our mortgage will come out to $1,480. And remember, loan and mortgage, we pay those weekly. As with our health insurance, which I called, it should be coming out starting at the end of this month. So we'll have a couple of weeks with extra pay going to a credit card, but then by probably about halfway through the month, that money will start coming out again. Our home insurance, there was a slight increase. Got the letter about that. It's $235. And our vehicle insurance, $220, so a smidge up there. And then I'm just starting to round these up to even numbers because I just like working with even numbers. That's all there is to it. Luckily, our pays work out pretty well. Mobile never changes, $50. Internet and cable, unless we order a movie, never changes. And my pool membership is going to be $76. Our two big expenses are going to come out right in the last week of February as we cross into March, and that is the registration on both of our Wranglers are due. And registration here is based off of engine size, so the number of cylinders. So it doesn't matter what year your car is, your rego is the same no matter what. So when I say rego, I'm talking about car registration. We just shorten everything and put an O on it. So it is the same amount, and that is $1,000 for each vehicle for the yearly registration. Australia. That gives us a total in bills of $5,864, which if we subtract that from the $1,276 gives us $6,896 to work with. I've made a few changes within just based off of this month. So I changed slightly the dog amount, the fuel amount, the transport. Also because I'm going to, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to roll over the money at the end of January into these in case I was wrong to do so, but we're going to try it out and see how we go. No change in groceries, 1,400, so that'll still be $350 per week. The dogs are going to get $125 a fortnight, so for a total of $250. Household will be $100 per fortnight for $200. Spend is an increase to $300, and that is because my husband just asked, he said, you know, is there a way that I can get just an additional spend top up each week? And I don't believe in this, you know, my budget, you will follow my rules. This is a democracy here. And so I said, sure, let me just shift some things around. And so he will now get, so instead of $100, $50 per fortnight, it'll be $50 per week, essentially, for him. Fuel is going to be $450, and then lastly, transport. And I'm only budgeting $230 for transport because I'm estimating using the toll roads 3 times. So that is going to give us a total of $2,830 with $4,066 left over. So that is going to come up to our sinking funds for 066. And I'm sorry that my writing is quite a bit sloppy. As you can tell, my hands are just really shaky lately. That's life with a chronic illness for you. It's annoying. But emergency fund over the whole month will get $44. Registrations will get $492. So seeing some of our registration costs, you can see why we're putting so much away towards registrations. Utilities, so I call them utes, $370. Maintenance, $380. And so maintenance is like maintenance for the house, maintenance for the vehicle. I call it maintenance for the dogs. I also have a sub-sinking fund in there of professional development. So if I have a conference come up or any training or certification or renewals that I have to do, it'll come out of there. I don't count that in subscriptions. I suppose I could. Christmas is going to be $100. Birthdays and holidays, another $80. $56 for subscriptions, and I'm pretty sure I've got that number right now, and $250 for health. I'm pretty sure I will be using that up, unfortunately. So a total of $1,772, giving us $2,294 left over to roll into our extra debt, and then also to go towards the savings challenge. So 2294, And what I did is I just subtracted 180 from this, and that gives me 2114. That is going to go to that credit card. 2114, leaving 180. So 180 left over. That is what I am going to contribute to the savings challenge. That's also why I had to make some changes over here, because I really didn't want to drop down. I was being stubborn. I didn't want to drop down below 2100. That's the goal that I set, and that's the goal I'm going to meet. Darn it. So savings total 180. Left over of 0. And so income minus everything else comes to 0. So that is our zero-based budget. And again, as we go week by week with our paychecks, you know, I will be covering that. I'm going to just start doing, I'm separating, I had been doing 2 weeks at a time, but it's getting confusing and too long. So I'm just going to separate them out into week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, see how that goes. And as usual, I will have weekly check-ins with how we're doing for our sinking funds and our cash envelopes and our spending in general. You're getting much better in there, getting that under control. And so doing those check-ins, and then also continuing with our Transfer Tuesday with these lovely amounts throughout the month. So those are some of the things that you can look forward to that are coming up, plus a few other things, wrapping up January, recalculating our net worth, all of that fun stuff. So lots on the table for February, but the budget is looking good. Just a matter of keeping an eye on my health and staying home and out of hospital, and that's always my number one priority. The budget can go. That is it for our February budget. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you enjoy watching these types of journeys, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, leave it in the comments down below. Have you started your February budget yet? Or do you do an overall monthly budget, or do you just go week by week, or do you not even budget at all? I used to watch heaps of videos before I started doing any of this. As always, choose kindness, show gratitude, and always keep a positive mindset. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.